Hey everybody, Tyler here with the Wellness Group. I'm going to run through a handout that we're going to be going through in the Wellness Group this Thursday for the InShape program. The last 6 weeks we've been talking a lot about habits and routines and how those play into your wellness journey. And then not just talking about them, but actually what are practical solutions that we can put in place to enhance our quality of living. So if I look through this handout here that I made up, it's 5 questions. It's all about your fitness routine and your fitness habits to see, what days you're working out the most, the least, what kind of time you have available, etc. So I'm gonna run through those and I encourage you to try to write these down and actually work through the sheet yourself. If you want a copy of this, certainly just shoot me an email and I'll send it over to you right away. So number 1, what day of the week do you exercise most frequently? So in the program, that's going to be the day they meet with myself or Brad up Marquette. So for you, what days of the week do you have under control right now that it's Monday, I'm going to get my workout in regardless, and then just trying to find those strengths and those strong trends and then work backwards from there. Why are those the days that you work out most frequently? What do you have in place? What systems do you have in place that allows you to be successful on those days? Number 2, what day do you tend to exercise the least? For me, that's my planned rest days, which is usually Thursday and Sunday. Those are days I have routinely built in to my workout plans that are days of rest for me. So, for somebody that's struggling, maybe if you're only getting a day or 2 in, this is going to be a more important question than if you're somebody that's already doing 3 to 5 days of exercise a week. You need those rest periods, those rest days. So, again, working backwards from there of, okay, those are my days. Why are those my days that I don't exercise? If it's simply because I rest, perfect, good, leave it at that. If it's because who knows why, maybe it's just I never work out on that day. You can problem solve a little bit and see why that is and if it's necessary to try to put something in place to change that. Number 3 is, how many days a week do you realistically have for exercise? I remember when I first became a personal trainer 4 or 5 years ago, I had somebody come into me and say, well, I have time to work out every day of the week. And I'm like, yeah, but the likelihood of you actually doing it is very, very low. If you start out at the beginning and say, I'm going to work out 7 days a week for 30 minutes a day, and you get 3 days in, and then you're like, shoot, I'm really tired, I'm going to take a day off. Day off leads to 2 days, 2 days leads to a week leads to a month, and you set yourself up for failure. So if you can find those days that you realistically, hopefully at least 3, have available for exercise, you're going to tend to be more successful than if you have these grandiose plans and come up short, lead to frustration down the road. Number 4 is, what day or days do you have the most free time to work out? So again, if you're having trouble getting your days of exercise in, what days do you have free time that could be replaced with exercise? Maybe on Friday afternoons or Friday nights, you tend to just veg out on the couch for hours at a time. Is that free time you're willing to give up to replace with some exercise? Or maybe Tuesday nights you have a very, very quiet night and you could replace some of that downtime with some exercise. So just some things to think of there. And number 5, what time on those days work best for you? So if you look at your whole week, when you have free time, what days work the best, what actual times work the best, then you write those down and cement that into your plan. And on the sheet, we even have a calendar that they'll be able to fill in their whole month. So I know it's a longer video than normal, but just wanted to kind of run that down, talk about some of the things we've been doing in the wellness group, habits, routine-wise, and hopefully provide a resource for you as well. So if you have any questions, again, email me, give me a call. We can talk about this stuff and make it a great week.